BlizzCon Day 2 has been completed for Diablo 4. We had the Campfire chat today. In case you guys missed it, here's the TLDR of what went down. So, as you know, if you watched the first video, starting on Tuesday, November the 7th, I believe, we're going to be getting some new rings. Here's a showcase of said rings. They showed them off today at the Campfire chat. Pretty cool stuff. If you played Season 1, you remember Malignant Hearts, of course. Probably remember the Barber. That was what everyone used. Well, they're bringing in some of the class-specific things and putting them on rings. Some of the rings are really good. Some of them not so much, but, you know, for the most part, I think these are pretty cool additions to the game. So let's get into it. So, first of all, we have the Rogue ring here. It's going to be the Subterfuge leaving a decoy trap, which kind of like provokes everything together. Kind of nice for dungeon clearing. Really nice for dungeon clearing, I would say. I don't know how many rogues will actually be using this. Maybe a lot. I don't really know that much about it. I didn't use this in Season 1 that much. Moving on to Sork, you're getting Talrash's Iridescent Loop. Now, this thing is going to give you non-physical damage, lucky hit chance, resource gen, cooldown reduction, and also, for each type of elemental damage that you deal, you're going to be getting a multiplicative increased damage for 4 seconds. This is going to be kind of cool. I don't know if it's going to kind of drag everyone away from Ball Lightning. We'll just have to wait and see. Pretty cool stuff, though. Moving on, I am going to hide my camera whenever I kind of block the view of certain things, so keep that in mind. Right now, it's just the lore stuff that's getting blocked here. It's A-okay. But, Barbarian ring is strong. Very strong. So, I'm going to post a link up kind of somewhere above me real quick. If you guys would like to click it, if you're a Barbarian and you're interested in the Deathblow one-shot build, we got an easy peasy way to build it up. It's so simplistic to use, and you can one-shot world bosses. This ring, however, one of the biggest issues with the Deathblow build is if you get an overpower, but you don't get a crit. With this ring, you are promised an overpower and a crit. Big damage here. So this thing is huge. After you spend 100 Fury within 3 seconds, which you're going to be doing when you build things up, or when you build up your big swing with Deathblow or Hammer of the Ancients even, or Upheaval, all of these you're going to be doing this with. Your next cast of Hammer of the Ancients, Upheaval, or Deathblow is a guaranteed critical strike with a multiplicative of up to 30% bonus crit strike damage. That's pretty good. Now, the rest of the stats on this ring, the strength is good. Attack speed, don't really need that. For that build. For other builds, it's great, all right? Don't get me wrong. Maximum Fury, resource generation, But you know what? These two, let's say okay. Moving on, we got the Druid ring. So if you played a Druid in Season 1, which sadly I did not get around to doing, but I will be able to play with this ability now. Every time you cast an ultimate skill, and again 5 seconds after, you pull in enemies towards you. Like everything just zoop, comes to you. Looked really neat to use. I don't know how effective it is, but I'm going to definitely be playing with this on my Druid. Moving on to the Creme of the Crop here, we have Necromancers. Ring of the Sacrilegious Soul. Now, this thing is slapping. If you played a Necromancer in Season 1, the Malignant Heart abilities were so good. Like, they were so nice. It's here. It's right here on the ring. And not only that, you get lucky hit chance, Mendeln ring users. Woo. You get maximum life, which I wish was on every one of these rings. Maximum life, huge. Essence, cool. And +3 rank of all corpse skills. This ring might be like best in slot for a lot of things from Necromancer. It probably is. So we'll see what comes in the future with this. I'll definitely be using this on my Necromancer, though. All right, so that's the rings that are coming on Tuesday, November 7th. Let me just make sure it is November 7th. Yes, it is November 7th on Tuesday. Moving on, we got an occultist update. So we talked about this in day 1, but pretty much they're adding this button right here. And what this button is going to be doing is right here. We're going to be able to see exactly what you're going to be able to roll, the min numbers and the max rolls, and what exactly you can roll on certain pieces. This is a big Big change. Really excited for this. Moving on, we are going to hide the camera right here. This is a flow chart of what's going to happen with the Abattoir of Zir. You can pause the video and watch or read this yourself pretty much, but it's just a walkthrough of how you're going to do things. Basically, you're going to complete the first or final season's journey. You're going to get a recipe. You're going to make a nightmare dungeon thing. You're going to do it. You're going to get a glyph, which we will go over the glyph pretty soon. And you're going to finish the dungeon. You might get an Uber Nightmare Dungeon upgrade totem, which you'll do here. You might just get, another recipe for a sigil tier 2, and so on and so forth. Pretty cool stuff. Apparently, the Zir fight is going to be kind of difficult as well, according to what they were saying at the Campfire chat. We'll just have to wait and see. This is going to be coming, I believe, around December 5th, if I'm not mistaken. Then we got the Paragon Glyph. This thing is big. So this thing levels to 200, by the way. They mentioned that at the Campfire chat. Level 200. So you get a radius increase at level 50. And I know what you're thinking. I thought the same thing. Oh, my God, 200. Leveling to 21 is already a slog. They did say that the Glyph XP in this Lord Zir thing, I think, is going to be, way bigger. Yeah, right here. You can read it right here. Gives out lots of normal Glyph XPs. Whether or not that affects this, we'll see. But I'm interested to see how this works. This thing, for every 5 core stats purchased within range, you're going to get a 2% multiplicative. That's huge. Increased damage. And you're going to get a 50% bonus to all rare nodes within range. This thing is a monster. I'm really excited to see what kind of builds come out of using this thing. That's exciting. Moving on, we got this beautiful boy. So this is going to be with the new Midwinter Blight that is coming in December. This is our friend. He looks like Krampus, but he is a goat man, as we all know, our slam dunk specialist. Here's a bigger version of him. Of course, he's got his big axe. He will be a glorious addition to the game, but they went over some of the seasonal stuff, and it seemed kind of cool. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a fun little thing you can do for some cosmetics. I didn't sadly get a screen cap of the cosmetics, but there's a bunch of little cosmetics you can get for them. It looks like a good time. Looks like something fun to do kind of thing. Moving on for the last parts, we did have leaderboards coming in Season 3, what they're going to look like. So pretty much you're going to have, your progress, your rewards, what ladder it is, Barb, Sork, etc. Weekly leaderboards here. Hall of the Ancients. This is where the top 10 from each week will be kind of forever immortalized on BNet or something. If that fits your fancy, there you go. You got something cool to do. And then here's the last of the screen caps that I got for today. A lot of cool stuff kind of coming. This looks pretty neat. I mean, I'm interested in the whole, I guess, leaderboard thing. I'll see how it goes. I wasn't a big leaderboard chaser in Diablo 3 or anything, but D4 has been a different beast for me. I've been really excited for D4. Really excited to see where they're going from here. Season 2 has been a banger so far. If you enjoyed the video, this is the end of the video. If you would like to leave a like and subscribe, I would appreciate that. Helps us small channels immensely. I really do appreciate it. We're going to be doing lots of Diablo 4 content in the near future. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, we're going to be going over patch notes. I'll try my hand at some build guides. I'm not going to promise any bangers, but we're going to try our best at some build guides. I want to make some really quick, really easy builds that people can do and, maybe down things like Uber Lilith, etc. We can manage that, I think. We can do that. We're also live from 3 p.m. till 11 p.m. on Twitch. If you're interested in that, you're more than welcome to come on by and say hi. We have a community that we're trying to grow with Diablo. We mostly play hardcore, but softcore players are also welcome as well. But the majority of us are playing hardcore, just a heads up there. But yeah, we're live Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 11, so it's 8-hour days all week long. Good stuff. Also going to be on YouTube pretty soon. Going to be doing some multicasting thing with YouTube stuff, so I'm excited to dip my toes into that a little bit. And yeah, swing by and say hi. We'd love to have you. Come on by. But for us right here, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. See you on the next one.